Cyprus has many images in the minds of the public worldwide as a holiday destination, a meeting place between East and West, and as an island that's been divided for many decades. For the past 35 years, the news cameras have focused on diplomatic negotiations. These meetings have had mixed success. But all the time, during moments of hope and disappointment, a dedicated and passionate group of civil society actors have been doing their bit to encourage reconciliation between Greek Cypriots and Turkish Cypriots. These men and women are part of the Piece It Together network, supported by UNDP's Action for Cooperation and Trust. The various network partners, each with its own niche and focus, have one central aim: peace building. To achieve peace and reconciliation involves creating a vision of a better future. This is why the Youth Activism Project is so important.
Cooperation is the only way to build bridges of communication.
Last year, hundreds of young people from across the island participated in sports and other joint events. Some of the highlights were the very successful One Streets Festival and The Butterfly Effect, a magazine that brings together the stories of Cypriot youth.
Do we examine the facts?
Encouraging young people to adopt positive attitudes towards reconciliation is not always easy. So, the Association for Historical Dialogue and Research is working hard to encourage young Cypriots to keep an open mind as they learn about their island's past.
Examine, question, think.
Greek Cypriot and Turkish Cypriot historians and educators have helped to train more than 400 teachers on multi-perspective approaches and have pioneered new supplementary teaching materials.
To be able to think, evaluate the facts, have a multiple perspective approach, and always inquire.
The association also renovated an historic building inside the buffer zone, transforming it into the Home for Cooperation, a meeting place for all Cypriots.
The Home for Cooperation aims to be living proof of what is possible with education in Cyprus.
But working with the young and those in education is only part of the story. Engage, Do Your Part for Peace organised 2 events that brought together 70 civil society organisations to present declarations supporting the ongoing peace process.
Federation is the opposite to partition. We either want to build up something together or we go our separate ways.
Engage project partners also launched the first island-wide peace campaign. The resulting broadcast focused on what every single one of us can do to contribute to reconciliation, dialogue and peace.
Engage, play your part for peace.
The participatory development and cultural heritage restoration programmes focus on enhancing cultural and natural heritage sites.
Let us open our hearts and our minds to peace, for the sake of our country, for the sake of our children.
The opening of the Kondea Turkmenkoy Peace Park last year was one example when current and past residents of the village came together to revitalise its heritage. The programmes also focused on some of the island's most treasured buildings by restoring the Grand Turkish Bath. Restoration of the Armenian church and monastery is ongoing.
One of the most significant gaps is the limited opportunities for local communities to have a voice through the media.
Restoring Cyprus's rich heritage and taking individual and joint action for peace and reconciliation will achieve little if word doesn't get around the island about what's going on. The Cyprus Community Media Centre's aim is to do just that. It's become a hub of activity, securing a fortnightly programme on radio and a column in 2 local newspapers.
The next time we come will be when we come to celebrate with Cypriots their freedom and their unity.
The Economic Interdependence Project is being implemented in partnership between the Turkish Cypriot and Greek Cypriot Chambers of Commerce. Key achievements to date include the launch of the first island-wide business directory and the implementation of 5 business partnership grants, which have provided new opportunities for business people from both communities to work together.
Καλησπέρα κυρίες και κύριοι, είμαι η Αναστασία Γιαννακού.
Ve ben Ümit Günal. Okus haberlerimize hoş geldiniz.
Η πρόεδρος της Κύπρου θα απευθύνει
The benefits that economic independence can bring to all Cypriots were highlighted through an imaginative drama documentary, The 9 O'Clock News in the year 2030. Set in a post-settlement Cyprus of the future, the film takes the form of a news bulletin, which focuses on the financial advantages that reunification can bring.
One of the critical points, of course, is who is going to guarantee any settlement.
Cyprus 2015, Research and Dialogue for a Sustainable Future, is Cyprus's first island-wide think tank. Having published 3 public opinion polls examining several facets of Greek Cypriot and Turkish Cypriot views in relation to the Cyprus problem. The findings are contributing towards a roadmap for constructive engagement of the 2 communities and wider public participation in the peace process. To increase mutual trust, UNDP-ACT also supports confidence-building measures on the island. A series of events and meetings have taken place with the Gender Advisory Team to support Cypriot women's contribution to the peace process. Water, a critical issue for the entire island, has been the priority of the Environmental Technical Committee. This committee is currently overseeing the implementation of an island-wide water awareness campaign. So, through all these diverse programmes, there's a common theme, that every single Cypriot has a role to play for peace, as an individual or as part of a team. The Peace It Together network is committed to encouraging this process.